and welcome to day 18 of my Vlogmas. My name is Kathryn and normally I do a knitting podcast, but I thought I'd do Vlogmas this year. And today there's not a lot to show you, I'm afraid. So I've been doing boring adulty stuff and got back home quite late and been doing a bit of housework and cleaning up because we are travelling tomorrow. So for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm originally from Wales and I live here with my partner in the western side of Düsseldorf, in a city called Mönchengladbach. And we travel back to Wales every year for Christmas for a couple of weeks. So we are driving back tomorrow. So we're getting all the last minute preparations done and yeah, we're quite tired. But we're going to start properly packing in a bit to make sure we've got all of our stuff together. And yeah, making sure the plants are watered, all that kind of thing. So I thought I'd get on here today and show you my progress on my Advent knitting. So I have been knitting 2 concurrent socks, and my lap isn't big enough. This is going to go everywhere. I've been knitting 2 concurrent socks using the Cozy Knitter self-striping Advent skein. Oh, it looks so good in this light. I'm really enjoying this. Looks really cool. So this is a self-striping yarn skein that came in 2 separate skeins so that you could knit both socks at the same time. And I think each skein had 48 stripes in it. So I'm aiming to use 24 stripes in this sock. I knit 13 stripes in the leg, and then I did my usual heel flap and gusset. And I hope I can get 13 stripes into the foot, but I think it might be a bit too long, so we shall see. I might have a bit left over, but it's not the end of the world. My contrast colour, I'm using Filcolana Arvetta in the colour Marzipan 977, and I'm holding mohair throughout, and I'm pretty sure it's knitting for Olive. Either that or Rowan Kid Silk Haze. It was an unlabelled ball of mohair that my mum had in her stash that I stole with permission. So I'm knitting both of my socks at the same time. I'm knitting them a bit bigger than I normally would. I'm knitting a 72 stitch cast on for myself, and it's just a plain boring vanilla sock, but I'm really enjoying it. It feels very manageable and very bite-sized, so I don't feel under pressure to knit every day. In fact, I think I might actually be behind. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh no, I'm okay. I'm okay. I must have knit an extra stripe yesterday. So that's what's happening with those. So I won't show you the other one because otherwise I'll end up with a massive tangle of different balls of yarn. It seemed like a really good idea at the time to knit concurrent socks held with mohair, but what's actually happened is I'm trying to manage 4 skeins of yarn at the same time. Didn't really think that one through, but the socks are going to be super squishy and gorgeous, so I will bear with it and keep going. Oh goodness, okay, I'm gonna have to sort that out later. The other thing that I've been working on, because I've been out and about and going back and forth places the last few days, is my handbag sock. So it's a festive handbag sock. You will have seen the other one that I finished. I think I showed it to you maybe earlier on in an earlier episode of Vlogmas. But I've almost finished with the second sock. And this yarn is West Yorkshire Spinners 4-ply Signature Sparkle, and it's this year's festive colourway, which I believe is called Yule or Yuletide. And the cuff and the heel, I think it's Exmoor sock from John Arbon, but I'm again not 100% sure. I'm really bad for putting leftover bits of sock yarn in a big jar and with full intention of, oh yeah, I remember what that is, and I never do. But it's the right colour and I know that it's sock yarn, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with those as well. And I'm also working on, which I won't show you, I'm still knitting on my partner's jumper. So if you watched a few episodes ago, I ripped it back to before where the mistake was, got it back onto the needles again, and my plan is, in fact I will show it to you, 1 second. I will show it to you because I have a plan. and I'm excited about the plan. I think the plan is better than the original was, so I don't think I've lost too much by doing this. So we've ripped it back. I've ripped it back to there. So I've pretty much got the whole body below the arms to knit again, which is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knit about another 5 centimetres or so below here, and then I'm going to repeat this pattern here with the long orange bits, but upside down, so inverted. Now the reason I picked that bit is because there is no grey in that part there, which means that below that I can use the other, what's it called, dye lot ball of yarn that I've got, because I don't have enough of the main dye lot that I bought to finish the project. So so then I can introduce the new colour and it won't be as noticeable. If I find that I need to make it a little bit longer before I get to the back to where the pattern should be, I'll also add in another one of these stripes of the alternate cream and grey as well. I think it's going to look great. I think it's going to look really nice, and I also think that it'll give a lot more structure around the bottom of the sweater for anybody who might be conscious of their midriff, let's say. It might be a distracting feature. I'm saying no more without my lawyer present. So yeah, that's what's happening there. And I have to admit, after I ripped it back, I didn't really want to touch it for a day or so. I wanted to put it away in the naughty corner. And if it wasn't a gift knit, I probably would put it in a Ziploc bag and come back to it at a later date. But I'm going to try and get this finished over the weekend. I might not get it finished, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. My partner doesn't mind as well. He's very sweet, bless him. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. Also, I'm wearing a jumper that you haven't seen before. I didn't knit this. This is I think it's called the Tree Light by Jennifer Steingass, and it's lovely and thick. It's for an Aran weight yarn, and yeah, it's gorgeous. It's really lovely and warm. My mum made this for herself and she didn't really like the fit of it, so I might have nabbed it with permission and blessing, but I might have nabbed it and I'm enjoying wearing it. It's not often that it's cold enough to wear it, but I have a solution. I'm wearing a less warm coat than normal, and then I can increase the warmth level of my jumpers that I'm wearing underneath. So yeah, knitting hack. Anyway, so I've got lots of packing to do and lots of other bits and pieces to make sure that we're sorted before we leave. So I'm going to go and do that. I did take a short walk through the market this morning on my way to the train station, so if I haven't already put some footage in of that, I will put some footage in now. But other than that, I will see you tomorrow. I'll probably upload something quite late tomorrow because we'll be travelling all day. It takes anything between 9 and 12 hours to drive to my parents' house. So we drive through the Netherlands and then down into Belgium, then into France, and then we get the Channel Tunnel, so the train to, where does it go to? Folkestone. And then we drive up through the UK. So yeah, depending on traffic, it can take anything between 9 and 12 hours. Also depends how quickly we can get on the shuttle and everything as well. So yeah, we've got our road trip playlist sorted. I've downloaded a couple of audiobooks to play. Last time we did a long journey, we listened to The Martian, which was really good. So I don't think we finished that actually. We could finish that. Oh, and also I've downloaded Jurassic Park because I think that might be a good one to listen to in the car too. But yeah, we've got lots of snacks and yeah, we're really excited to go and spend some time with family and have some time away from normal life for a couple of weeks. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow on our road trip. Take care and have a lovely evening. Bye.